evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hello. We're halfway through the week. Very exciting. Hello, Paul Honeyman. Hello, Auntie Anne. Hello. I know. David Glenn. Hello. I have your package. We're going to open it and show the people what you sent in just a second. And yes, I saw your comment about the thumbnail. Yes, it's actually an old picture. My license plate does not say that anymore. But scrambling today amongst getting everything ready to go to Tenkiller this week. Tomorrow morning we leave. I recycled an old picture from going to the last meetup, so that's why the license plate says TCR on it. But good catch, man. Eagle eye over here, David. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Mama Murphy, hello. What is going on? I hope everybody's having a great week. Empty Homestead, the reason we're all going to the meetup. I love it. I cannot wait to give them a big old hug and see Terry and Big Mike. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. What day are you guys getting there? Are you guys getting there Friday, or are you guys getting there tomorrow too? I know. I realized that after I posted it. I was already dressed. How weird is that? I was looking. Here's what happened. I was reaching up into my thing where I keep all my different channels, shirts and stuff. And I was trying to reach my Empty Homestead one, and I couldn't. And it's a t-shirt. It's shorter sleeves. And I couldn't reach it. And I was like, you know what? It's kind of cold in my office. Maybe I need something with a little longer sleeves. It's warm outside, but it's not super warm. So I was like, maybe I need the longer sleeves today. And so then I grabbed this and put it on, right? Cold Beer Ranch, John and Natasha. And then when I posted that picture, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing the same shirt. Total accident. Anyway, here's Mike.
Hey now.
I got to scooch. Scooch. Dreaming Drifter 5. Hello.
What is going on?
I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. My goodness, and I'm failing miserably. Jump to Gems. Hello. Robert Richards checking in. I might go to the Strawberry Hill Friday. Nice. He was telling me there's a strawberry festival going on not too far away, but I was like, man, we will not have time to go do that, and we will not be able to bring it back because we are stopping in Arkansas on the way back.
Right.
To go to Come On Mountain and the 41.36 for a couple of days. So we'll be traveling. My refrigerator is a cooler in the back of the truck.
I do like strawberries, but I don't I don't see it happen.
Yeah. Wouldn't make sense to try to. It'd be cool to like get some, bring it home, and make jam or something, but there's no way to ensure they'd make it home safely, I guess. Paul Honeyman says, people, 93 watching, but only 39 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. That's right.
Now it's 110 people watching, 43 thumbs up.
That's right. Hiking with Jackie Boy. Hello. PSV Odyssey. Hello. My goodness. What is going on? All right. Shyla Akers. Hello. Had to grab my phone charger. No worries. I love it. Yes, Ozarky, we are all going to Tenkiller Lake for the Mid-America meetup hosted by MT Homestead, Mike and Terry. And Auntie Anne will be there, and a bunch of channels are going to be there. I know that Come On Homesteading is going to be there. SLR is going to be there. Country Road Cure is going to be there. Tim from Ridge Life.
Paragon's will be there.
Paragon's going to be there. You name it.
What about
they're going to be there. Dream Drifter 5 is going to be there. Drew and Lindsay. Drew's lens will be there, and Lindsay from Into the Mist.
Who else? There's a bunch.
There's a ton of people.
Vineyard.
Oh, Vineyard Farmhouse will be there. He's already left. He started driving today because they're leaving from New York. So, and Maddie will be there from Backwoods Mindset.
That's
and
right.
Oak will be there. I mean, there's a ton of channels, guys.
Outdoor Adventures with Carrie.
Yeah,
Oak.
There's a ton. Pettigene River Homestead. Hello. I think they're going to be there too, if I'm not mistaken. Josh Ward needs some help, Mike, in the garden weeding and feel like I just got out of the shower. Remind me why I garden. Robertson Belly Acres. Yep, they'll be there. That's right. Oh, and used to be Bobblehead, and now is something else, but I can't remember what the new name is. I think they changed their name.
Josh, I gotta be honest with you, man. I am a little bit terrified right now because we're leaving tomorrow morning, and we've got this really sharp young man that's going to be staying here and house sitting for us.
Groovy eggs. That's
But
what
he's
you
not a
need.
gardener, So, all this effort I put into the garden, let's hope nature's nice to us over this next week.
MT Homestead, $4.99 super chat. We are going up tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing everyone. I love it. And I've got all my stuff ready for my cowboy caviar slaw to bring for Friday evening, right? I believe that's Friday evening. Correct me if I'm wrong, Terry. I have to go back and check my notes, but I do believe that is Friday evening. So I got all my stuff together for that. And thank goodness for Full Blown Country. He reminded me that I said I was making a ton of firecrackers last night. And so then I had totally forgotten. Luckily, I keep that stuff in the house because they're a good last minute thing for stuff sometimes. And so I whipped up a batch between yesterday and today. A double batch, actually. So I got them all packed up and ready. Oh, and a bunch of bread I made. A bunch of bread to bring. Bunch of bread. I made a bunch of bread. Lassie.
Chance of rain on Friday? Hey, there's always a chance of rain.
Yeah. That's welcome to the South. Yeah, that's true, Auntie Ann. But you know what? It's supposed to be really nice Saturday, and Sunday's not supposed to be too bad. Friday, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Well, Josh, talking about we could get rain or could not. We've got rain in the forecast for tomorrow and for Saturday, and in which case he may not have to worry about watering anything that I have out in the garden. But I have seedlings and I have seeds germinating under lights in the shop right now.
Big Country, sorry, not Full Blown Country. Big Country reminded me. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh, that's right.
I said the wrong name. I'm so sorry. I did. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, I'm germinating a bunch of squash and stuff right now. So we'll see. We'll see how that stuff does.
Yes, but it has cooled down. You're right, Auntie Ann. The temps have come down a little bit with this little bit of storm system that's floating around. So it's less humid. So I'll take it. If a little bit of rain here and there with that, it's fine. We're good.
Yeah. Frankie and I, well, like Josh was just saying, Frankie and I were out working a couple of days this last week outside, and it was brutal, and it's not even brutal. It's not even hot yet.
Nice. Oh, MT Homestead says they are hosting the meal Friday night, and the Oklahoma Grammy Sandra Medrano got a bunch of stuff for Saturday evening dinner. Perfect. All right, so my salady situation will be ready for Friday night. Nice. I love it. Scott Burke, howdy y'all. Rambling with the Brums says, hey Josh, don't cry, Big Country, don't cry. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to keep everything straight. I get a little sidetracked. Especially with today. I had Hayden, who's going to be farm sitting for us. We just did the big walkthrough of like where all the animal stuff is and what he has to do and all of that. And so I've been a little like scatterbrained. Plus, I'm still waiting on the gal that's printing my stickers to bring to the meetup. That has been a little bit of a mess. She's going to leave them in my mailbox sometime in the middle of the night.
Wow. Really?
Yes, I ordered them several months ago and she forgot. And then I had a hard time getting a hold of her because she rerouted her phone number to forward to a different phone. And there was a little bit of a hiccup there. So we're in crunch time now and I'm not stressed at all.
Dana Picola got sunflowers, peppers, beans, and squash in finally. That's awesome.
Oh, you didn't plant sunflowers.
I did.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
I direct seeded them. I didn't plant them. Sunflowers don't like to be transplanted.
Lila Newton says, everyone traveling to the meetup, please drive safely. Everybody have a blast. Love you all and God bless. Oh, thank you, Lila. We're going to miss you. I know you were planning on coming originally, but I'm sorry you're not going to make it. That's a bummer. David Glunt says, I put squash, zucchini, and flat patty in the garden today. Got a little big in the basement. Yep. Yeah, right? They do that.
Yeah, I have seedlings starting for the white patty pans, acorn squash, zucchini squash, yellow squash, and spaghetti squash.
Yeah. So those of you that are not coming to the meetup, I want you to tell me what you want to see, because obviously we're going to make a video after the fact. We're also going to make a video of our visit up to the 41.36 and Come On Mountain, of course, when we go visit Dreaming Drifter 5 and SLR and Country Road Cure and David from Come On and all that.
It's going to be a big time.
It's going to be a big time. So, but what do you guys want to see? I'm going to obviously be filming what's going on, but is there any channel that you want us to like go talk to or go see, or do you want to just see what happens and I'll put a video together? Like, I don't know. Sometimes you guys have good ideas about stuff, so I'm just throwing it out there. because
Yeah.
I get blindness sometimes behind the camera. So,
And I might
y'all
be
tell me.
distracted while we're there because now I'm a big TikTok star.
Oh my
So.
word. Oh my word, this man. Good gravy. Good gravy. Sunflowers were my dad's favorite. He loved his birds. LOL, says Shyla Akers. Dreaming
Yeah.
Drifters 5 says MT Homestead. Fam takes care of fam. That's right, man. I missed what the previous comment was, but 100%. 100% we do. I love it. Big Country says, I just want to see you guys having fun.
Cuddly Texan wants to see me, David, and Tim in a
David,
in a foot race.
That's what David Glunt said.
Oh, David Glunt said that.
I don't know.
No, Cuddly Texan said wants to see Tim and David drunk.
Make that happen. Well, I'm sure that will happen, but that stuff usually ends up on the cutting room floor.
I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. I mean, Tim will have a couple of beers with us, but I don't think Tim really gets drunk. It's not his style.
It's not his style, but he could put it away. But he still acts like the same. He's got skills.
Yeah, he's got.
It's the difference between when you're drinking beer all night versus when you guys switch to whiskey. That's the difference. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I would like to see the people and what y'all do, says Mama Murphy. All right, I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Yeah, that's a foot race I don't want to be in. If Mike from Drifted Dreamers is anywhere near it, man, that guy's like the wind.
Yeah, Brooke Burke says, do a live chat on your way there or way back. There, we might do a little snippet. I was thinking about that. Maybe, and what we might do, because we won't be putting out sipping and spilling while we're gone. Maybe we'll do. We'll have to talk about it, but maybe we'll do a live on sipping and spilling, and I'll post it on that we're doing it on 3 Mississippi, so you guys can join in and for a little bit of the ride along. We might do that. So, and I got the microphones already and packed, so we could totally do that. I love it. I love it. Oh, we gotta get Mike from Drifting Dreamers 5 to join the foot race, maybe, because he's pretty fast.
Yeah, that's forget about that. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Auntie Ann says, I'll wave at you from the meetup to Big Country. Make sure you watch for it. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be lots of channels going live between Friday and Saturday and all of that, just because we always tend to, as long as we have reception. If nobody has reception, or if only 1 or 2 people have reception, then we all kind of live hop, and that's usually how it ends up at the meetups. So, and then you take a break. You may not want to be live for a while. I mean, it just, sometimes it's nice to just enjoy the people for a little bit too, and just sort of set up the camera, So we'll see. We'll have a good mix of stuff going on, I think. Mike number 5 can run with them to film it. Run with them to film it. There we go. Oh. Yes. I was like missing a letter.
Hey, if I'm in a foot race, ain't nobody gonna have to run to keep up with me. I'll tell you right now, my foot race is my walking speed.
That's true. I have to slow down when we're walking places, because I have always walked really, really fast because I have little legs. And so I have to I double time it everywhere. And so, but he saunters, and I'm not a saunterer.
That's right.
So I always have to, and the only time I have to tell him to slow down is if I'm in weird shoes, which doesn't happen very often. If we're walking somewhere and I have weird shoes on, I'm like, hey, I got heels on. You need to slow it down. I can't walk that fast. It doesn't happen very often.
Crazy Adventure says that there's really good cell phone coverage there. So that's good.
Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. Well, you know what? I want to open what David Glunt said. I remember David Glunt. What are we?
Big Country said, if I'm running, please kill whatever's chasing me.
Right, exactly. That's right. Oh, Paul Honeyman says if he's not tripping over his feet, he's thinking in the U.S. Navy stealth submarine in a flash flood. All right, guys, I got to show you. I can't see comments right now, so I don't know what's going on, but I got to show you what David Glunt sent us, a little package. I finally made it to the post office before they closed today. So I'll show you. I'll read you the note here first that David sent. This is what I made the peanut jar out of. It's a piece of wild cherry. The tree is out of cedar. The inside of the jar is finished with linseed oil, so it's food safe. It's only put wood hardener on the tree so you can still smell the cedar. Y'all are such sweet people and hardworking, and the way you've raised Frankie is amazing. You restored my faith in loving good people, that loving good people still exists. God bless, David Glunt. Thank you. And that's the picture of the tree that he carved this out of or made this out
And he
of.
does not have serial killer handwriting, so that's good.
Yeah, that's very good. Look at how cool this is. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. He burned it with our. I saw the top of it. I opened it just to see, like, so I knew what I was going to be talking about.
That is awesome.
That is so cool. That was like a neat little surprise. I didn't see that.
Dude.
That is the coolest.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
You can smell the wood. I'm over here sniffing wood. That is so neat. Oh, it's got his name on the
Check
bottom.
this out,
Woodworking
y'all.
by David Glenn.
Check that out. Oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
This dude's legit. Have you got an Etsy, David? If so, send it over. We'll link it down here.
Dreaming Drifters 5 says that is so
Man,
awesome.
that
It is. That is so
nice.
cool. I cannot. Oh my gosh, that's gonna look so neat on my shelf over there. I love that. That is so cool. And then he sent this. It's like a pine tree.
That does some nice lathe work.
And then some gloves. Now, are these gardening gloves? Yes, gardening gloves.
I believe that one is pine.
He sent you a couple different, well, it's a pine tree.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
That tracks.
And some gardening gloves for, I'm assuming for Frankie.
Let's
Maybe
see.
it might fit you. I'm not sure.
Hold
I don't
on.
know. David, that was so sweet of you. It's stuck on the box. There we go.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on.
They got little dicky fingers on them and
Hey,
stuff.
Frankie, come here. Check this out.
I don't think she's back yet. She went to go take Miss Ann's trash.
I heard the.
Oh, I didn't hear her come back.
Oh, these are legit. Look at this. Those are.
That's like something out of X-Men.
Like what even? Garden gloves. Yeah, they're garden gloves. One set of them has these
has the talons.
crazy talons, and the other set does not.
I am so excited about this, David. Smell the bottom of the tree, he says. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
That is so neat. These are so cool. Thank you so much, David. That was so sweet of you. I love this.
Yeah, that is awesome.
This is so neat. I mean, I love this kind of stuff that has like, this is really cool. I thank you so much. This is neat. I'm gonna find a good, I'll stick it right.
Yeah, I want to see your Etsy if you've got one. If you don't have one, get one. That's
he says they're great
work.
for getting under the root, the gloves. I'm assuming he's talking about, not his carvings.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna actually be able to use these. I have some garlic that's ready to harvest, and I think I'm gonna be able to use these to just pick the garlic, pull the garlic right out.
Drifting Dreamers 5 is like, he says, smell the bottom of the tree. Yes, but it smells like a tree. It's great.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike Bird. She says, hey, Mike and Sid. I don't sell stuff. It would become work if I did. Oh, so he just does it for fun, just as a hobby. That's so cool. Thank you, David. That was awesome. Thank you so much for sending those. And I can't wait to find, I know exactly where I'm going to put the tree. I have Alan, who made the row builder for us, has made a couple other little metal things for us. And one of the things is a Christmas tree with the star.
I'm going to get it.
Oh, he's going to grab it. There we go. That's brilliant. You should do that. Anyway, I leave it up all year long because it's the nativity, and it's Christmassy, but it's not like I feel like I can leave it year round, so I leave it year round. And it's two pieces that fit together with with baby Jesus in the middle there. Yeah, and then it fits together. But this is gonna go right near that.
Yeah, we'll put them in the same same location.
Because I have, what you guys can't see right now, but I'm sure you've seen them in some other videos where I have all my shelving of all my cool stuff and my knickknacks or whatever right in front of us here, of all my tchotchkes and my things that I love that make me happy, and I put them there. So I'm gonna put it on.
Man, this double as a weapon during a home invasion. I'll tell you right now. Right.
Big Country says, I know what he's talking about. I sell my crosses and jewelry. It's work, but it's fun work. Yeah, that's true. It's just like YouTube, you know. YouTube is work, but it's fun work that we.
It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
Okay. It's fun work. It's work that we enjoy, and it, like, you know, it ties us all into this great community. So Shiloh Acres says, my daughter would call those blue gloves from Jurassic World. Yes, they are like that, like from the not Velociraptor. What were they? What was blue? What's blue?
Blue was a
Was it a Velociraptor? It wasn't a Velociraptor. I
It was
forget.
definitely a raptor. I don't remember which variety.
Oh, I don't know, but I can't remember. I can't keep my dinosaurs straight. I don't know what to tell you. Jump to Jump says that says David Glunt, work is the 4-letter word for fun in my world. That's right. Ah,
These gloves are legit.
that's the thing right there.
Frankie's not getting a pair of these. These are mine.
Paul Honeyman says, Mike, that glove would give a lethal goose for Sid.
I'm gonna put it back
You guys
on.
don't even know how much he loves to sneak up behind me when I'm not expecting it and smack my butt as hard as he can.
Sometimes I don't even sneak. Sometimes you
Sometimes
just walk by.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know why he has to do it so hard. Now I'm gonna get poked. Well, okay, stop. Oh, it feels good on my back. Yeah, okay, we found a good use for the gloves. Ooh, a little lower. Ooh, yes, sir. Okay. Ooh, I love it.
These
That's
are
right.
legit.
Josh Ward says, remember, you leave at 6:45 tomorrow. That's right.
Yeah, no, I watched that video.
Yeah, we do need to leave. We do need to try to leave by 7, though.
We'll leave when I'm ready. That's how that goes.
Michael, he makes us late everywhere.
When's the last time I made us late to church?
It's been a couple weeks.
It's been not ever.
One time.
When?
Oh, wow.
Name it. I
That's,
don't believe you.
well, okay. So the only thing you're on time for is God. God is meeting us in Oklahoma.
Deer hunting, fishing.
And Jesus. That's it. That's his list.
I mean,
the only reason he was on time to our wedding was because I put somebody else in charge of making sure he got there on time.
and let me tell you something. This dude she put in charge
Was not the right person.
He and I got in the car and we started driving down the road. We were on our way to Bass Pro Shops, and he said, "Well, Bo, we can just keep driving if that's what you want."
Right.
He offered.
You had your chance.
He offered to just drive me away from there.
Red 81 Camaro says, Mike keeps scratching and Sid's going to cut this live short. Hey, Frankie's due to a back rub, right? That's how that works. Every kid started out as a back rub.
Hey, this is family friendly.
Paul Honeyman said, Mike, you were in the forces, no excuse for being late. That's right. That's right. I'm telling you.
Look, I am late.
Let's trade paint. Hello.
According to her. All right. I didn't agree to the time when we're late, when I'm late.
Well, I told you what time we have to be to check into the lodge.
Yeah.
So we have
No, you told me what time we can check into the lodge. See, here's how this goes. Sid likes to get there early, and sometimes, like, we'll go on vacation, and she will literally get us there before we can even check in, and now we got to kill an hour.
That's not accurate.
So
that's never happened.
All right.
One time
let's unpack this.
The one time that happened was because
they
messed up and the room wasn't ready. That was not my fault.
So what time?
We were there 3 hours
what
later.
Time can we check into the lodge tomorrow?
I think it's 1 o'clock, but I have us getting there at 3. I don't want to get there too late because we still have to go to dinner.
I feel you.
I don't know if you do.
I feel you. What? So you wanna get there at 3 o'clock?
That's the goal. Is 3 o'clock.
Okay,
no later than 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock does not mean 5:30.
Back up 8 hours from 3 o'clock. What time is it?
7 a.m.
Okay, we'll shoot for 7.
There we go. Thank you. 2 o'clock is check-in. There we go. So 3 o'clock's the time I'm aiming for. Thank you, people. Yes, that's right. Oh, sorry. Was I pushing you? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Woo! Jerry Jones. Hello, Mike and Sid. How are you doing? We are doing well. Thank you. Richard Taylor says, I'm always early. David Glunt says, you're always late because you have to spend too much time doing your hair. That's true. Hey, Tree Haven, what's going on?
You know what? There's something to be said about being 10 minutes early to something. There's something else to be said about being like an hour or two early and then nothing to do with that time.
So here's the deal.
To me, time is valuable. If I can spend another hour in my garden before we leave, as opposed to leaving at X time and then getting there and having nothing to do for an hour, to me, that was a waste.
I don't understand your question, Paul. Mike asks it about the help out you guys are doing. Sitting here stirring my big wooden spoon, Sid. I don't. The help out? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Brooke Burke says, Sid, I'm with you. If I'm not early, I'm late. Yeah. Well, it's funny because my girlfriends joined me on that trip out to California. And I was like, look, we're leaving when I say, we're getting there when I say, because I'm like, I have to the airport, getting there on time, like that's a big thing for me. My OCD goes into overdrive and I'm like, so we sat in the airport for, a minute before we could board.
But see, she's perfectly fine having downtime and then going to social media and answering like comments on YouTube and whatnot. To me, social media is not a solution for downtime. For me, downtime is wasted time, especially if the sun is up. Like if I, like last night, I sat in there and I answered TikTok like comments like at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. But if the sun's up and I can be like getting something done.
I get that, but I also know that when we stop places, like he takes longer potty breaks and wants to get food, and like I'm like, let's go till we get there. I'm like, I will hold it. Like I will go when I absolutely need to, or when I need to stop and get gas. Like I'm not like, hey, let's stop every 5 minutes there, because I can get there 3 hours later. Like that's just my thing. Pettit Jean River Homestead said, save time to come by my house here in Havana at 3. I don't even know where that is.
Where is Havana?
Cuba. That's all I know. Like, I'm sure that's not what they mean. Dan O. P. Cola says, whoops, Sid, going to bed early might change with Mike and his new gloves. Let's see. Auntie Ann says, I'm always at least 15 minutes early and prefer 30 minutes. I know. I don't like people to have to wait for me. So if I'm late, I always feel like I've wasted someone else's time. He has no problem being late and making me wait for him. I guess you just don't respect other people's time. Maybe that's what it comes down to. I don't know.
All right, that's fine.
No, I don't know. Like, let's see.
Here's the thing, though. All right, about like I just don't know that you necessarily understand how important like some of the things are that need to happen when they need to happen, and if the thing that I'm about to be late to is not equally important, I'm going to prioritize and I'm going to be late to the thing.
I understand that. I get that.
It's like the other day. It was smoking hot outside, and Frankie and I were trying to get work done, and then finally the sun started to set, and all of a sudden the temperature dropped like 10 degrees, and we got a cool breeze, and Frankie and I were like, "Woo, thank you, Lord!" And we're like, we got an hour now of this type of weather where we can get stuff done. And Sid comes out and she's like, "Dinner's ready." Okay, it's gonna stay ready for an hour because we're prioritizing.
That's fine. I get that. Like I'm not like I'm like, oh, you have to come in and eat right now. I'm not saying that. Not at all. David Glenn says, my dad told me it's okay to wait on a woman, but never let a woman wait on you. Mike has the opposite.
Oh no, I just, for me it's about whatever the thing is. It's not about me or her. It's about whatever the thing is.
Oh, Paul Honeyman says, Sid, is Mike using the pink flamingo suitcase? He found his suitcase, guys, so
that's right.
He won't be using my pink flamingo suitcase, which I'm a little upset about, to be honest.
I believe it. I'm surprised you didn't find my suitcase first and hide it so that I would have to.
I kind of knew it was in the garage or the shop because those are really the only two places it could have been. So, but I didn't go hunting for it because I had my own shiitake to worry about. I had to pack all the snacks for the road trip. I had to go to the store, get all the stuff for that we needed, and for Hayden while he's house sitting. Like there's stuff to do. Backroad Freedom. Hello, Mike and Sid. I will be here listening, getting some things done before I leave tomorrow for the trip. Oh, I hear that 100%. I hear that 100%. Steve C says, I hope you guys have an awesome time at Tenkiller. Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. Mark and Debbie, are y'all coming down to Tenkiller? I think you are. I think you are.
Oh, Havana is near Come On Mountain.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Rosie Lopez, what's the hurry to get there? Well, so here's the thing. I'm the one driving, and I don't like. I want to get there to like get settled, and then like we're supposed to go to dinner with some friends.
Guys, you need to understand.
So
The answer to that question is Sid. That's the answer. What's the hurry to get there? Sid. Every time we go on vacation, no matter what,
but this is
Sid
a work.
wants
But see,
to leave
this is
early.
not vacation. This is
Sid wants to
this
get
is a
there
work
early.
trip. This is a work trip, though.
Okay, whatever. Sid wants to get there early. Sid has to get checked into to wherever we're staying, and she has to completely unpack and move in before we can do anything. So before we can go to dinner or whatever, she has to get her suitcase put away, and everything has to be unpacked and moved in. It's like an OCD that she has.
Yeah, exactly.
She will get wherever we're going 2 hours early if she can. And I'm just telling
Not
you,
2 hours early.
you will.
But I don't want to get there I don't want to get there after dark. And if I let you be in charge, we'll get there at 8:00 at night. That's my thing.
So it sounds to me like we have a big window between 3 and 8 o'clock. It's a pretty decent landing zone.
No, because we're supposed to go to dinner. So I need to be able to get there to get settled so we can go meet for dinner. That's what's happening. You won't be late. Just push that gas pedal harder. I would if I could, but he'll yell at me. He'll be like, "You're driving too fast. Slow down." So I can't even do that. I can't even be like, "Hey, just go to sleep." And then like when you wake up, we'll get there. That doesn't work with him.
Look, guys. Yeah, most dangerous thing we do every day is transport ourselves in a motor vehicle. So we're gonna get there live.
Number 5 is alive. Oh, I figured out that I have ukuleles. What is it? Not ukuleles.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Ukelelia. What's it called? Frankie, what's it called? What did I say it was? I have that thing. I don't know. I think we lost her. She's either in her room or outside. I'm not really sure. Ukelelia? Echolalia. That's it. Because there's a thing where if you hear a song lyric or something reminds you of a song lyric and you have to complete it and you have to say it, I have that. Or like a phrase from something, or like some part of a show or a movie, you have to repeat it. I have that 100%.
So basically, Sid's over here diagnosing herself off of a TikTok video.
Accurate. But at least I know
what she has is called batshit crazy. That's
Michael.
What she has.
Mark and Debbie from Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show will be in late Thursday, early Friday. I feel that. Okay.
You're not scrolled down, right?
I know I'm not. Had to catch back up.
Just making sure.
My goodness.
Just making sure you know what's up.
I know what's up. I know everything. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, big country. Everybody has that. So this is just something that somebody made up, probably liberal, so that they could be diagnosed with something.
Stop it.
And basically what you have is you are just a happy person who, when you hear something, it makes you think of something and like you're just normal. You're just normal.
Right. Let's see. Big Wave says that is really old school, Sid. My parents always did that when we went to Vegas. No casino until the room is unpacked. 100%. And DD5 says that they have to get there early because of the kids. See, I have to get there early because of Frankie.
What does Frankie have to do with anything?
I don't know.
She doesn't care what time we get there.
Well, maybe she does. I don't know.
No, you don't get to use that.
Well, I use
it. You
what
have
I
to
want.
be there early because of OCD.
Okay, so just let me have my OCD.
I'm trying.
Let me not have an anxiety attack.
I'm trying.
Charlotte Ecker says, see, my husband used to be all over the road trucker, Michigan and Cali to New York, and even hauled dynamite to the mighty Mackinac Bridge. So I do all the driving now. White line fever. I love it. All right. Donnie Mullen says, Mike is hilarious.
That's right. I'm a funny man. Mike's just honest. And sometimes true stuff's the funniest stuff.
Mike Webb says, opposites definitely attract. That's true, I guess, huh? The Mr. Always Late guy and the Miss Always Early person.
I am not always late. And I'm offended that you say that.
Not okay.
I'm feeling triggered right now, and
okay,
I feel like
not always late.
I need to go find a safe space.
Do you want a cookie? I don't have anything in there yet, but you can smell a tree. I don't know. Oh, this is ODT, on time disorder. That's what I have OTD.
All these people with all their disorders.
I know. It was a joke. That one was a joke.
I know.
Okay.
Turn into man card.
Read your shirt.
Yeah.
Whiskey helps. That's right.
Yeah.
I always tell Will that we have to be there 30 minutes earlier than we do, Jen, because he's always late too.
Paul Heineman says Mike's feeling triggered. Go get him a Bud Light.
Right. Oh, there you go. Yeah. You know, it's like that thing that you guys have always heard of, like, you know, you tell your husband, like, hey, people are coming over in a little while or whatever, and they're like, oh, yeah, you know, but they don't help with anything, and they start randomly doing some project outside that they say is because people are coming over, and you're like, but they're not going to be in the shed. Like, we need to work on this before the people get here. That's a man thing. That's what they do. I don't know.
That's accurate. If there's a chance that they're going to see
cleaning the attic, yeah, exactly.
This thing out of the corner of their eye that I don't like the status of, that's what I'm going to work on.
Yeah. Like, doesn't, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is. Life of Tamara and David says, I need to go shopping. I missed something.
I have a sick of California disorder, man. I feel you.
I hear that, David Harrow. Yes, we did too, but we fixed it. We solved it. Okay, Sid, it's a song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Yes.
Am I bringing Blue Moon? I am, I believe.
I packed it already.
Blue Moon?
I did. I packed it already. I did. It's in, well, I mean, it's so I had Frankie help me pack the cooler. There's our beer and our waters and her sodas in there. And then I've got, like, I'm going to put ice, and then I'm taking another little cooler that's going to have a couple other things that I can't fit with everything and the ice.
So you prioritize the alcohol first, and then you're like, where am I going to put the food? I don't know.
No, the food, no, because it's everything. I need to design things that will fit my odd things that will fit into things, because they never fit right. So I just, yeah. But yes, he is bringing some Blue Moon, no doubt.
Yeah.
Fall on you, man.
I did not get a fishing license for Oklahoma. I went to do that last night on the website, but you have to, like, build a profile, and I'm sure it only takes a minute, but I didn't do it. So I don't know. I might try to do that tonight. I did verify that Frankie doesn't need one. She's young enough that she doesn't need a fishing license in Oklahoma, so she can fish. And then I just have to decide if I'm gonna take the time to go on the website, build a profile, so that I can then buy the fishing license. It's like $15 for a 1-day license.
I still have my P.O. box keys in my pocket. In my pocket.
But I think the tournament's on Saturday, and it's only like an hour long. But
David, yes, I've heard of Phelan, California. I roughly know where it is.
Where?
Phelan.
I don't think I know.
PH. Oh, sheesh. Don't get me started after I heard about the Miller Lite thing now. I know, Shiloh, seriously. I saw that too. At least that one was not nearly as bad as the Bud Light one, in my opinion, anyway. Backroad Freedom says he's bringing Shiner Bock, Shiner Prickly Pear, and Lone Star beer and some water. There you go.
Yeah, water's going to be important.
Oh, Auntie Ann says she thinks you can also go to the Walmart there and get a license. I guess even if you're out of state.
Oh.
So maybe you can do that too.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll sell 1-day licenses.
Road Less Traveled says trying to multi-event choices between meetup and volunteer for BA Rooster Days at Tulsa Ironman. Oh, and Tulsa Ironman. My goodness. Well, you should probably stop by at some point for the meetup if you're going to be nearby, I would say. Let's see.
Yeah, there probably is a bait shop somewhere nearby that sells licenses.
I know Auntie Ann likes the you were drinking, what were we drinking that one? We were drinking the what are they called? The Jack Daniels coolers or whatever things are called. I do like those, but there's so much sugar in them that I get a headache if I drink a couple of them. But I do like them.
Frankie and I actually need to go through our tackle tonight and figure out what we're bringing. 'Cause we need to bring some little bit of couple fishing rods and a little bit of tackle.
David Glunt says, Mike, when you get there, you should have plenty of time to find a bait shop and get a daily license. Not if we leave on his schedule.
I need to put these gloves back on.
I'm just saying, sir. I'm just saying. Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show says, I know we brought Miller Lite for the meetup, and the next day they break the news. Guess we'll be using koozies. I know, right?
Hey, here's the thing about voting with your wallet. Money spent is money spent.
Yeah, if you already have it, you gotta finish it, and then just don't buy it anymore.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's right. When I find out that I don't like that my money is going towards gun control or something, because that's where a company that if I buy their product, they're donating those sorts of things.
Oh yeah, the Jack Daniel's Southern Peach. I knew it was. I thought that was the one.
Then I stop buying that product, but that doesn't mean I'm going to burn or throw away any of it that I already have, because that would be fiscally irresponsible, right? So, hey, if you've already got it, drink it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's like, and I like Michelob Ultra, which is still Anheuser-Busch. Like, if you take away all Anheuser-Busch, if you take away the parent company, there's not much left you can drink.
Of course.
I don't like Coors.
You need to learn to like Coors. That's a cowboy drink.
I don't like it. I don't mind Coors Light sometimes. I don't know. I'm not a big beer drinker, and the only one I really like I do like a Miller Lite. Like, I'll drink that if they don't have Michelob Ultra, but I like Michelob Ultra a little bit better. And I have to have my lime. I packed my limes too.
Oak says there's plenty of good spots to fish where we're going now. Frankie and I like to fish with artificials, so I don't know how that's going to be. She did say today that she wants to get some worms.
That's because you drowned her worms.
I know.
She was.
Well,
so
she
mad.
found some. She got all excited about worms. She found some worms out in the garden, and then she started a little worm bin in a 5-gallon bucket. But then it rained like, I mean, it come flood last night.
I believe Modelo is part of it too. Rocio Lopez, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was one of the ones listed that was still in that grouping. Mr. Coldwater Canyon says, you don't like Coors? New York City. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't know. I think it's because when I was bartending, Coors Light and Coors were like what everybody drank. And I think the smell specifically of like old Coors Light bottles that then had like dip spit in them at the end of the night with old beer, it just really turned me off of Coors and Coors Light.
You paint quite the picture there.
I'm sorry, but that's how when I see a Coors Light bottle, the first thing I think of is clearing beer bottles at the end of the night and like that smell. And that's just like, I'm like, I'll pass. It ruined it for me, I guess. But now, see, Auntie Ann says, I'm not a fan of beer, but when I did, it was a Coors Light. Well, see, now it won't even be that anymore, because that's what you're going to think of, is somebody using it as a spitter.
Oh, man. Big Mouth Mickey's. Oh yeah. What about Mad Dog 2020? Remember that? I may be dating myself right now.
David Glunt says, hope Sid doesn't drive like Tim. Get there safe. No, and he wouldn't let me drive like Tim. He would pitch a fit in the passenger seat if I did. So
yeah.
There we go. DD5 says, Mike, I'm bringing some plastic worms if you need some.
Yeah, I have a bunch of artificials. Frankie and I'll go through them tonight and figure out what we're going to bring. And we'll probably bring some hooks and sinkers and bobbers too, just in case she decides we want to get some worms.
Jen, 100%. She says, Coors and dip at the bar. That was definitely mine. 100%. You and all the Navy guys. That was very likely. Jesse Klug says, you were probably a Zima person then.
Man,
I used to do when I first turned 21, my go-to was Smirnoff Ice with a little squirt of grenadine in it.
And that was a remake
of the Zima
of 10 years earlier.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to bars when I was in my like early 20s, all the girls drank Zima with a shot of grenadine.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it was just a novelty thing.
Robert Richards says, personally, I will not drink another beer owned by Anheuser-Busch, and they own about 30 different beers, including Modelo and Corona. Yeah, that really limits, like I said, it really limits your beer choices commercially, unless you live somewhere where there's brewery that you like that you can get beer from. I mean, they really own like all the beer.
Really, of the Anheuser-Busch's, though, the only ones that I liked were, I like Modelo's, and then sometimes, like, certain times in the summer, depending on what the meal is, if it's got a little bit of a tropical feel to it, Coronas are good.
I like, but you cannot get them everywhere, a Taj Mahal. It's an Indian beer, and it is one of my favorites. It is, you can't get it very many places. Indian restaurants always carry them if they serve alcohol, but I never see it anywhere. Like when I go buy beer or whatever, like it's never, and especially not out here. But man, it is a good, smooth. In fact, I had Jen try some for the first time when we went and got Indian food in San Diego, and Jen and Beth both loved it. And they were like, this is really good. And I'm like, I'm telling you.
Wow, Mike Birch quit drinking in 1986.
He's really thirsty now.
Good for you. I'm thinking he was referring to alcohol, but
oh, that's probably true.
Yeah. Oh no.
Lonely Hitchhiker Kent says, had a bar, end of night cleanup will make you not drink. That is true.
Yep. Somebody there's asking that missed the whole Budweiser issue and wants us to explain. I'm not going to explain it.
Just Google it and you'll see why a lot of people are like kind of turned off by it and why their sales are down.
I don't need cancel culture coming after me.
Right.
Just for saying somebody's name out loud on social media.
Oh my word. Lols, Mac. Old man on a mission says, I don't drink anymore, but I also don't drink any less.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Oh, what did I miss? DD5 says something to Brooke Burke. Yeah, I know. I don't think we made the list.
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I know. I must have missed something in the. It's hard to keep up with everything when it's scrolling faster, and I'm trying to like squint at comments.
Back Road Freedom. Can't wait to see you either, man. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm really excited to meet some people that I've never met before, but that I've like associated with, messaged with, been on lives with. Like I feel like there's some friendships starting to brew there, but I've never actually met them face to face. It's interesting, so I'm looking forward to it.
Shyla Aker says, I'm from the Goldschlager permafrost and a flask of kamikaze days. Come on. That's right around the time I was bartending.
Man.
Those are the days. Yeah. I was probably pouring those drinks for you.
Goldschlager. Yeah.
That was, woo. Man.
Yeah, she did.
Brooke Burke. Yes. Did you make come on and DD5 some pie? I did. I made Tim some. I made come on some. I made DD5 some. I made Auntie Anne some.
Did you make me any?
And I made and then I made some to like share. But I made separate ones for them.
Dude, she was baking bread like crazy the last.
I made a lot of bread. I'm bringing bread for you guys.
A box of loaves of bread that she made.
Well, because I promised. So when Tim was here for his baptism, I had just made bread. And I had to leave to take Frankie to youth group. And I said to Mike, make sure that you give this bread on the counter to Tim before he leaves. Well, they never came back inside because all his stuff was already outside. And he left without taking the bread. So I was like, Tim, I owe you a loaf of bread. So I was like, well, I might as well double my batch this week and make extra because there's like, I'll give some to DD5 and anyway, I'm going to give people bread. And then if there's bread, we'll have bread at dinner too or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, there's a few people that I wanted to specifically make sure I gave bread to.
We're going to break bread, people.
We're going to break the bread. That's right. Yeah. So the firecrackers are legit. So I did make some that I'll put out at like dinner or something for everybody to try. And yeah, I love me some.
I wonder how many people are going to be meeting for dinner Friday night. Do we have a head count on that?
The last time I heard or checked, it was, I want to say it was like 62 channels, which is more than 62 people most of the time. So I don't know. Auntie Ann says I asked my waiter a few weeks back for a fuzzy navel and he thought I was being weird. That's funny. Uh-oh, what did Big Country say? I had to remind her. Oh, yes, you did have to remind me. That is true. I had totally forgotten because I got so distracted with my sourdough bread that I totally forgot about the firecrackers until Big Country said, hey, I forget how he worded it, but don't forget the firecrackers or something. And I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot the firecrackers. And I came running downstairs and I was like, Mike, I forgot. I said I was making a bunch of firecrackers.
Yeah, and I was like, why are you telling me this? I don't even.
He's like, I don't care. Do what you're doing.
Go do what you gotta do.
I was like, fine, whatever. DD5 says, thank you so much. They really are straight 100% fire. I love it.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I was happy to have discovered those. Where did we discover those? That was like at a church event, wasn't it?
We went to a church event. It was the one at Christmas time, the soup parade night, where everybody made soup. And like I made a soup and everybody makes a soup. And then anyway, somebody made some firecrackers. And I had a couple of them. And I was like, oh my goodness, what are these? And everybody was like, those are firecrackers. And I was like, explain. What is this? Yeah. Like, where does this come from? Did somebody make it? Did they buy it? What is this? And they're like, no, you make them. And so then I commenced to Googling and I found some recipes and with my magic, I made my own.
First batch she made
was too hot for him.
Were too hot.
Yeah. But I figured out why and I've toned it down. So it's
but after that batch, now she found just the right temperature. I mean, you want them to be spicy.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be spicy, but they're not supposed to, like, well, unless you really like them. I mean, you can make them as hot as you want. In theory, you could add, ghost peppers to them if you wanted to get crazy.
I'm growing ghost peppers right now.
I might make a spicy version for myself one day and be like, these are mine. But anyway, so I found a bunch of recipes and I threw like an amalgamation of figuring out what I liked.
An amalgamation?
Yeah, I made my own, and that's the recipe that I use now. I'm
a little concerned that I've heard no sounds from Frankie in a while.
Well, last I know, she went to go take the trash down for Auntie Ann, for Miss Ann, not for Auntie Ann. She's not going to Oklahoma to take your trash down to the street, but she went over to Miss Ann's to take her trash down for her. But I don't know if she ever came back. We'll see if she's in her room. I have no idea. We may have a child that is MIA. She may have landed with the cute boy across the street. I don't know. She could kill me if she hears that. Big Country says, my life goal is to have some of Sid's firecrackers and a steak cooked by Mike. Oh, I love the goals. Lofty goals. You at least get the firecrackers if you show up at the meetup, but I don't know.
She's in her room.
Oh.
She's got us on ignore.
Oh, that's cool. Cora Phillips, can't wait to meet everybody. I know we can't wait either. Drifting Humors 5 says it's going to be so awesome. Can't wait to meet you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Paul Honeyman says it's only too hot if it singes the hair on your behind.
Big Country, I don't know if I'm making any steaks, man.
Oh yeah, you're not. Well, you might help the guys cook whatever they're cooking.
I mean, I'll help if somebody wants help, but I know there are a few people that are planning on cooking, and if they're, if you're in charge.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. Sometimes it gets a little bit. Because I know Nick is going to be there having his thing set up with stuff for people to try.
If somebody says, "Hey, Mike, can you slice, 10 onions for me?" I'll do that. But I'm not gonna like insert myself into anybody's program and make a mess.
Backroad Freedom says, "I'm so excited! I can't wait to get out in my kayak finally. I love it. I love it."
Big Country, that's right. If we ever made up another time, yeah. And who knows? I mean, one of these meetups, I might bring a grill or something and plan on cooking one of the meals.
Well, usually those places that we meet up at have like the grills there.
Yeah, I saw the grills that are there.
Because it's hard to kind of bring your own grill to cook as much stuff as you have to cook to have ready for everybody at one time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Like if I was gonna cook at one of these things, I would probably do like a pork butt, pulled pork.
Well, that's what Auntie Ann says. She says that's what I'm going to do. Just ask if anybody needs help and then like do what they need. Yeah.
Yeah, I might even bring like one of my chef's knives just so that I'm prepared if somebody needs something sliced or whatever.
Shyla Akers says, my favorite was when I was sitting at the bar and ordered a screwdriver. A little boy and his dad were waiting on a takeout order, and the boy said, how do you drink a screwdriver?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was never into mixed drinks, but I mean, think of all those what that Harvey Wallbanger, screwdriver, tequila sunrise, like all those ones from a long time ago. I bet nobody drinks those now.
Every once in a while, you'll get somebody that'll come in and ask for like, an old school drink. Like the old fashions made a comeback several years ago.
Old fashions, that is the one drink
Manhattan,
that I mixed drink.
sometimes every once in a while you get somebody asking for that. A Sex on the Beach, that's another old one. Not quite as old, but yeah.
I do like an old fashioned. I will order an old fashioned at a restaurant if it's a nice restaurant.
David Glunt says, just have a meetup at your place. Plenty of room for tents. Mike can cook for everyone. There you go.
Hey, who knows? That
Not
might
out of the
happen some
question
year.
someday. We talked about maybe doing something at some point, but
that might happen some year. I'm actually going to be doing some work on some electrical
Sweeney.
work out here and putting in some RV plugs. There won't be a dump station here, but at some point we'll have the ability for some people to bring some RVs in, and then for people that want a tent camp, there's all kind of space.
Yeah. Shyla Aker says Arnold Palmer. That's what he orders whenever we go out somewhere, because it's just lemonade and iced tea.
Oh yeah, yeah. To me, an Arnold Palmer is not an alcoholic drink.
Well, I mean, you can add vodka to it.
You can.
You could add tequila to it. You can add anything you want to it.
I drink Arnold Palmer just tea and lemonade.
Oh yeah, Mr. Bob, he drinks all the old ones, says Jen. That's right. Oh my word. Long Island iced tea is still popular. Oh, I used to make a lot of Long Island iced teas back in the day, and I actually make a very good one.
I think a Long Island iced tea is
disgusting.
Dangerous.
They are dangerous.
Like, you just need to not drink
But
those.
I do make I also make a really excellent Bloody Mary. I really do.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I've been known to have a Bloody Mary if I'm on vacation or something, and
we go to like a brunch or something.
You go to a brunch or something. It's like, okay, but definitely, yeah.
Old man on a mission.
Not as a norm. What's that?
I won't read it out loud, but that's funny. He was making a joke about the drink. Live with Tamara and David. Look forward to meeting you. Have a great evening. Oh, thank you. Yes, we will see you there. Next year's meetup will be at Blue Mountain Lake, Arkansas. Okay.
Really?
I don't know. Well, there's I don't know. There's all different kinds of meetups that aren't necessarily like MT Homestead put this one on, so I don't know. Like somebody else may have been like, hey, I'm gonna do a meetup on this date next year. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, we need to get a meetup somewhere in Mississippi. Let all the people drive to Mississippi.
Well, and there's a few channels in Mississippi that would probably enjoy that.
Yeah, the Max. I don't know if they would participate. They are busy. That's a busy family right now. I'm gonna tell you, busy family. How many kids do they have? Like
Southern Blessed
32,
and probably 47, something like that. I don't know. Auntie Ann says she was a nightclub waitress in her younger years, and some of the names people would ask for was funny, especially when I tried to repeat it to the bartender. Yeah, sometimes people just make up drinks they got at another bar, and you're like, what is in that?
Yeah, bartenders love to make up drinks.
Yeah, they do.
I think a mat shot is probably the best made up drink.
Yeah.
Ever.
If you don't know what a mat shot is, it's the shot of the juices in the mat that you pour the drinks on at the end of the night. So it's everything that's spilled.
It doesn't even have to be at the end of the night. Well, it can be randomly.
In the middle of the shift.
It's a busy bar. Yeah. That mat is collecting whatever there, and then you just pick that mat up and you just turn the corner into a shot glass, and there's your mat shot.
That's right.
Ain't no telling what's in it.
Jennifer, I love my bloodies. I know she does. She ordered one on a plane. It was probably a $47 Bloody Mary, but she ordered it. I love it.
Okay, let's see here. It's good to me. Third time trying. Hello, Mike. Hello. It's good to me. It's good to be me. One. Please explain pruning the fruit back on tomato plants until 2 feet tall. I can spend a minute on that.
You don't have a whole minute.
I'm gonna get as close to it as I can. So there's two kinds of tomato plants, really. Well, there's three, but we're gonna talk about two. determinate and indeterminate. Determinate wants to be a bush. Indeterminate wants to be a vine.
I tried Auntie Anne.
If it's an indeterminate vine, you're going to chop all the little suckers and you're going to keep just a vine. You're going to train that thing up a trellis, and it's going to make fruit indeterminately throughout the growing season. A determinate is like your Romas and your San Marzanos, and those are going to make a whole bunch of tomatoes all at once.
He just posted a short on this today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, it is time for us to go. We are going to be leaving to go to Tenkiller to the meetup. Be on the lookout for us to go live. Be on the lookout for us to be posting things on social media to tell you when we're going live.
To be crashing other people's lives.
And to be on other people's lives. So excited. Can't wait to see everybody and give everybody a hug. And see you guys all tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. Bye.
And David Glunt, thank you.
Yes, David Glunt, thank you. Thank you. We
You're
love
awesome.
it. Thank you. Can't wait.